How are you guys doing? This is Ryan. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to make a very important video, and it's actually going to point at the truth that most investors are going to lose money investing into cryptocurrency. If you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know I'm very bullish on cryptocurrency. I own quite a bit of it, and I'm very bullish on certain projects, and I believe this technology will change the world. But I've dedicated the last 4 or 5 years to really understanding the price action of cryptocurrency and really digging deeper into its extreme volatility. In this week's video, I want to go over the historical price movement of cryptocurrency and how this lack of education is really going to hurt a lot of investors, and the majority of people will lose money investing into cryptocurrency. So with that said, let's jump into the video. So cryptocurrency is probably the most powerful innovation in human history in a long time. It's going to fundamentally change the way humans interact, exchange value, exchange and contract, but this is going to happen over many years. Just think about the internet. It took the internet decades to become what it is today and totally transform the way humans live their lives. But what happens in cryptocurrency is that people tend to over-romanticize the investment. It has the amazing capability to disrupt industries as we know it and power structures as we know it. So literally this is what makes it one of the most important innovations in human history. So when people predict to you how high in value cryptocurrency is going to go, they are saying what is possible and probably going to happen in the long term, but it's actually not probable what's going to happen this year. So at this time, I'll jump into Mark DeMessel's Trello chart. If you look at the red line on this chart, you can see the median price value of cryptocurrency, and you can see throughout its history, it goes extremely above the trend line, and then it goes really below the trend line. And if you're investing in this market, cryptocurrency market right now, you can understand the mania. So many people are investing into this asset that don't really know what they're doing. People literally think Doge is a stock and they have shares in it when it's a cryptocurrency that's just a joke and it's being valued more than Ford Motor Company. There's really a true mania about this that really can overestimate the market's fair value. And cryptocurrency rarely actually trades at a fair value. It trades at extreme overvaluation and extreme undervaluation. So it's very important to know where you are in relationship to the trend line and just how likely you are to go above it. Most people won't understand this. Most people will not look at past patterns, and most people will fall into the trap saying it's different this time. And I've already heard that. Most of the time it's not different this time. Most of the time history doesn't exactly duplicate itself, but it tends to rhyme. So again, we look at past bull cycles and to see just how far cryptocurrency goes past the trend line. We see 2,000%, we see 1,300%, and the price projection I'm really looking for in this market is around 700%, because as the market becomes larger, it becomes less parabolic. And this is not financial advice, but something I'm doing is I'm being careful about not trying to chase the top. So what I see by looking at the market, I see later on this year a fair market value of about $1 trillion for cryptocurrency, and us going roughly 700 to 800% past it, which would put us around $7 trillion to $8 trillion in total market cap. But I would slowly start taking some profits around 5 trillion and just selling into the upward wind of the market. And I'm already planning my buyback strategy. So what we've seen on the downside, we've actually seen Bitcoin fall by 84% at least on every regression after the bull market. At least 80%. So are you as an investor prepared to watch 84% of your portfolio go down in value? Are you willing to hold it for 3 years to get back in a bull market? It's unlikely. So I think people are gonna chase it the way up, see it drop so bad, and then sell at that time. It's the American way. Buy high and sell low. Now to hold like a scenario like that's very difficult. You have to have a very high conviction in the technology that you're holding and what the future world's gonna look like, and people are gonna adopt it. And understand that one day cryptocurrency will have much higher valuations than it has today because of more user adoption, because more innovation in the technology, things like that will occur. But if you think you're buying shares into Doge stock, you're probably not gonna hodl. So that's understanding the fundamentals, but also understanding the technical charts and the cyclical patterns of this asset class. That's where you can really make money as an investor. As much as it's gonna hurt me to sell some of these projects I really love, like Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum, I will happily buy back my coins when they fall about 80%. Actually, I think I'll start targeting back my buy-ins when we fall 70%. This is a very powerful and dangerous market to invest in my opinion. And it does worry me how many inexperienced first-time investors start with this asset class because they want to make the massive gains that everyone else is making. And hopefully when they make these mistakes, and most of these investors lose money in this asset class, they will learn a very valuable lesson and not just give up on this technology that's going to change the world. But I'm really curious to know what you guys plan to do in this market cycle. Do you plan just to hodl cryptocurrencies forever, watch the 80% swings up and down of your account value? Or do you plan to trade this and take profits at levels that history has taught us has made sense to take profits at and pick your buyback in prices? That's what I'm doing. But some people will hold this throughout every market cycle, and some people like Roger Ver has done extremely well with it. So I'm not saying that strategy can't work, but it's a very painful process to go through. If you found this valuable to be content, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm and helps this channel reach more potential viewers and more people that will subscribe to the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you just tap that notification bell, YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video, which is every week here on YouTube. Also, if you want to follow me for daily content, you can go over to Instagram, rgiffen89. And guys, I really recommend getting on noise.cash. Noise.cash is a Twitter-like platform that is built on top of bitcoincash, and you can get free tips by posting content on there just for providing value to other people. People can tip you in a very easy way, and you're not making tens of dollars, you're making a couple bucks on some good posts, but I really think this is what the future is gonna look like. Users of platforms are gonna benefit for engaging in it. So I think a platform like noise.cash will eventually have ads on it, and they'll use that ad revenue to give to its users, which creates its value for them to pass around and give more of that value back to the people they think are giving the most value. So it's a very different way to operate a society and a social network, and the whole world's going to continue to evolve and adapt to these new ways of decentralizing transfers of money and who owns the network and things like that. So definitely check out noise.cash. And that's all I got for this week, guys. I'll see you in my next one.